Hi there, welcome to another video of First Year Maths. We're still on geometry. We've looked at parallel lines and now we're going to look at alternate angles, which are the types of lines that are created when a transversal crosses a parallel line. Alternate angles are equal in size, so they tell us like these two angles are going to be the same size. And to identify alternate angles, we look for the Z shape. And it can be going kind of front ways or back ways. In an example here, this is our alternate angle, and that is alternate to the one on the other side of the transversal in between the parallel lines. So see how it makes the Z there, and it's going to be inside in the corners of the Z. The same is true then for also the angles on the other side of the transversal. So in purple, those two angles there, they're also going to be alternate to one another, and they're going to be the same. So it's like if you skip over the transversal up to the other side, diagonally across it, they're going to be the same, alternate angles. And you can see how they've kind of drawn the Z shape here. So you're looking for that Z shape for alternate angles. In an example of how we'll actually use it. Here we want to find the value of the unknown angles 1 and 2. We're told the angle down here is 50 degrees. Well, we can fill in a bit of information here. Normally, we'll say, okay, look for straight lines. That means this angle here will be 130 because together those two angles make 180 degrees. But then we can't link up to the other parallel line. If you can imagine taking this line and shoving it up there, where are the angles going to sit on top of each other? The 50-degree angle is going to sit on top of angle 2. That's going to slide up along the transversal until it sits on top of angle 2. So angle 2 is going to be 50 degrees also. And we know from vertically opposite angles that angle 1 is going to be 50 degrees as well. Another way of looking at it is this angle is 50 degrees and the angle that is alternate to it, which is across the transversal and up at the top, is going to be 50 degrees. So angle 1 is alternate to 50 degrees there. So look, these problems, lots of different ways of looking at them. They're quite interesting that way. Fill in as much information onto the graph as you can. In the second example, look for your Z shape. So there's our parallel lines. And I can see the Z shape kind of join them in here. So if this first angle is 43 degrees, the alternate angle to it is going to be inside in the Z in there. It's like the same angle in reverse. So we'll have 43 degrees as angle 2. And if angle 2 is 43 degrees, then we know that angle 1 is going to be 137 degrees. Because together, those two must make a straight line. And the last example, we have a good bit of angles here to work out, so just fill in the information onto the diagram, work your way around. If the first angle is 80 degrees, then angle A must be 100 degrees, because together 80 and 100 add to 180. 80 degrees is also vertically opposite to B, so B is going to be 80 degrees. And then we know we're not asked for this angle up here, but we know that's going to be 100 degrees as well. We can picture then taking this whole set of angles and just sliding it down along the transversal until it sits on top of angle C, D, E. And we can just pair up the angles, or we can use our knowledge of alternate angles. So 100 angle A is going to be alternate to D. So D is going to be 100 because they make the Z shape there. And then angle B is going to be alternate to C. So C is going to be 80 degrees. And similarly, if we add 80 and 100, it has to add up to 180. So C and D together has to be 180. And C is vertically opposite to E, which is going to be 80 as well. And again, that makes another 180 degrees with D and E. Loads of different approaches to these. You now know about points in a straight line, our angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees, angles around a point add up to 360 degrees, vertically opposite angles are equal, and now we know about alternate angles and how they're equal. We look for the Z shape. That's alternate angles for today. Next one is going to be on corresponding angles, which is another set of angles made by parallel lines. Hope you found that useful.